Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a very long time since I posted my last video because basically I've been playing the game um, very casually. I moved from America server or global server to Asia server um, and have been playing it very casually since then. Um, so the As I was playing it very casually, I noticed that the game have been very improving in terms of PvP content or even the PvE content, which includes the Gate of Chaos. So basically I missed my first one, but I've been playing on the second one and have gotten Galenia out of it. So I do think that the game is improving, which entices me to make um, the video for this game once again because I've been loving this game for a very long time. Uh, Basically, I can't stop playing it even though I sometimes get sick of it, but eventually I do came back to the game once again. So on today's video, I do want to talk about a new units that we have, which are Seir, Als, and also Saris, but I'll talk about those four star units on the next video. I'll mainly focus on Seir in this video. So for those who don't know, Seir is a really great defender, especially after the work done on her. So the skill that are mainly changed are her second skill and also slight changes in her first skill. So for those who don't know or want to invest on Seir, so basically Seir is a unit that have some sort of reflective counter in which when hits she will give stigma to the enemy that are being hit by or the unit that are hitting her. So this skill um, when given to a unit, whenever Seir receive any damage, this stigma will proc and deal barrier ignoring the additional damage to the enemy, um, which is 35% additional damage to the enemy max HP at +0. And this skill also procs once again if Seir dies and deal more damage than the first additional damage. So when the units that has her stigma dies, Seir will receive additional defense boost for 65%, which lasted for 8 turns. So what does it mean by barrier ignoring additional damage? So let's see units, for example, supporters such as Rivitia, where is she? Oh, here it. She gives barrier bestowal, which reduce incoming damage. So her stigma will pierce through the additional damage reduction. So this skill won't count. Um, let's continue. Where is she? Alright. At +1, increase in the damage given by the stigma. +2, say additional increasement. +4, additional increasement. +5, additional increasement. +9, additional increasement. Starting from +10, she will have enhancement nullifier, which remove stats enhancement skill type. +11, increase in the defense given, increase to 90%. At +13, more damage, as you can see. +14, more damage. So basically that's her first skill. Please do keep in mind that there's something that you guys need to know, that this stigma doesn't go through debuff immunity. So unit that has debuff immunity or are bestowed debuff immunity won't be affected by Seir. So let's talk about the meta units right now, which for examples are Mamoneer. She has innate debuff immunity, so she won't be affected by the um, stigma given by Seir. Unit like False does not has any debuff immunity, as you can see. Um, Alec 2, which are meta unit right now, doesn't have any debuff immunity. Falvern has debuff immunity. Livia has debuff immunity. So lots of units that has debuff immunity, and there are also supporters that basically bestowed those debuff immunity, such as Sela, as you can see, Bestower, or even Veronia. Oh, sorry, Bestower. So if I were you guys, I don't plan on using Seir as some sort of damage dealer, damage dealer tanker slash tanker. I mainly focuses on her second skill instead of her first skill, because it's basically hard for the stigma to proc right now, especially since a lot of units have either their own debuff immunity or even bestowed debuff immunity. So let's start talking about her second skill. So this second skill um, have three caps of a target that you need to hit. So there are +0, there are +12, and +15. So at +0, basically damage that are being dealt to Seir will be divided by the number of allies that are still alive, which are defenders and magicians. So for example, if you have 5 allies alive, which are defenders and magicians, basically the damage that are received by Seir will be divided by 5. Um, you have 9 people on the team, reduced by Seir, so you basically have 8 other allies. So, but these at +0, these are only including defenders and magicians, so warriors will not be included. Um, and the thing about the incoming damage received by Seir, it doesn't really um, differentiate between normal damage, direct damage, or fixed damage. So basically, any damage that she received will be defined by the number of allies alive. You need at least +12 for Seir, because it basically makes not only defender and mages, you can also include warriors on it. So um, basically the damage that are received will be divided by the number of allies alive. At +15, this skill will be increased to 24 turns, so basically more turn lasting for Seir for her second skill. So as what I can see right now, and I have been using Seir for 2 days. Basically my Seir was able to tank false and basically tank Levia hits, or even Alec, even when they are being boosted on um, either Sela or even Veronia. She was able to tank all of it. The thing about this is that this skill only lasts for 24 turns. Basically, after those 24 turns, she will probably be useless. Alright, her third skill is the debuff unity at starting from +3 at +6. Um, the debuff unity will reduce more incoming damage, +7 to 40%, +8 to 50%. And lastly, her skill, which are taunt, basically lasting for 14 turns. Um, if I were you guys, I would basically use her to hold off one lane, such as Arcan. Um, because the hot taunt basically is not as effective as before, because a lot of people like now are using units like Mammoneer, which basically causes nullifier and even buff prohibition on the units, basically making them unable to taunt. Or even magicians like Faltor, which basically causes reflective counter, nullifier reflective counter to the Seir, so basically making her unable to taunt. So, um, whether you guys should invest on her, I do think that if you guys does not have units such as Grand Hilder, which are the meta tank right now, um, or even units such as Kaylin, Arkan, Bane, but I don't think Bane is as useful as her right now, especially since my money came out. Um, I do think that you guys should it is recommended for you guys to invest on her, because I do think that she is very useful in underground arena, especially when you are facing opponents that are using first turn hit Alec or even um, false. And I do think that she is useful in World Arena, especially since people are only limited on using 3 legends on the um, formation. So yeah, if you guys don't have Kaylin, if you guys don't have Archon, if you guys don't have Grand Hilder, I do think that you guys should try to uh, invest on her slowly but surely. But the thing is that please do keep in mind that you need at least plus 12 and most effective plus 15 Seir um, for her to be very useful in arena or even underground arena or even world arena. So yeah, um, that's conclude my um, analysis on Seir, and I am back on the Brave 9 game, and I'm looking forward to making more great content for you guys. Uh, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
お前はもう